Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and today it really does feel like the first day of spring because the sun's already warm and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm off in Biomorphic, freshly MOT'd, I'll tell you about that on the drive up, off to the NEC in Birmingham for the Practical Classics Restoration Show 2025. Right, so this is Bio's first road trip of the year. Probably, I think I've only taken this car out a couple of times. Battery's all right. Bit of a drain on the battery. So, yeah, we'll have to maybe take a jump pack on Sunday when we go and collect the car. So, yeah, up today. NEC is pretty easy from where I am. It's like an hour and a bit. Just a bit unclear on what we've got to do, but you have to fill in one of these. So I'll do that in a sec before I leave here. So you have to have a special pass to get in, and normally has very set times when you have to take the car in, but it doesn't seem to be the case this year, and the show seems a bit smaller. So we're heading for Hall 5, and Bio is on the MG Car Club's ZR, ZS, ZT register stand. So today's a bit of a vlog about the setups. We'll have a bit of a sneak preview around the halls, hopefully, if they let me do that. Got my high-vis, got everything I think I might need, and then I've just got to find a way of getting back. So I'm going to blag a lift from someone who lives near here, or I have to get the train back, which is not too bad, and then Austin or Adrian will pick me up. So I'm going to get the car out, we'll get up the road a bit, I'll just tell you about the MOT on this thing, and then we'll get up to the NEC. I'm quite excited, I've been looking forward to this all week, slightly kind of trepidatious about taking this thing up, but we'll talk about the MOT once we get driving. Yeah, so Biomorphic got MOT'd last week by AJF Motor Engineers. Probably well, for me, they're the best MG Rover specialist in anywhere, because they just got so much experience. Adrian, the owner of AJF, was one of the first people to change a K-series head gasket when they first introduced the engine and discovered there could be a bit of a frailty there. Yeah, bit of fun getting this MOT. So it failed really badly on emissions. Yeah, the lambda values were not good. So unfortunately had to get a new cat front pipe, basically. Lambda sensor, really bad lambda sensors, Chinese made, cheap as anything, really bad wiring. But yeah, both back tyres had punctures. I think there was a slow on the near side, and then there was a screw or nail in the offside. So it's an absolute bit of a palaver. So he's got a couple of new bits of rubber on the back. But yeah, eventually got the ticket, and that's good news. Obviously, this car's still got a lot to do to it. I'm a little bit behind where I want to be with this car, but I was asked to have this car in the NEC by the Z register. Thanks to Jake for doing that. And yeah, I'm on my way up there now, so probably get there, what is it now, 10 to 10, so I'll probably get there just after 11 o'clock. I might stop and get a little coffee from somewhere just to refresh myself, and then we'll be up the M40 to Birmingham. I've ripped something in my shoulder, so I'm a bit kind of today, which is really unfortunate because I was hoping to be kind of speedy. I've got a few days off work, which is nice as well, so I've filled Biomorphic up with fuel on Sunday just so she's got a full tank. The one thing I did notice, it's got a bit of a coolant leak, and I think it's coming from the thermostat housing. Could be wrong, it's hard to tell without getting right in there, but it's in that area where the thermostat housing is. So quick visit to Discount MG Rover Spares on website on Wednesday evening, and although got new thermostat coming as well, because this car takes forever to get up to temperature. I don't know whether there's an airlock, because there's actually loads of coolant in the expansion tank, so could be an airlock as well. Don't know, have to investigate that. So I'm going to get myself up there. I'm going to be at the NEC, so I'm recording this on the Thursday, on the setup day. You'll see this Thursday evening. I am going to be at the NEC on Sunday. I've got things to do tomorrow, Friday. I've got things to do Saturday, including servicing Poseidon, because that needs doing before the MOT, which will hopefully be next week. But I will be at the NEC on Sunday, and if any of you have asked me for a hat the Beards and Bangers beanie hat, which retail at 20 GB pounds, then I'll bring a few along if people let me know. So I'm going to get up the road a bit. I'll just enjoy the drive up there. I'm going to film getting into the NEC, and then we'll have a look. Hopefully there'll be a few cars. I'm a bit later than I was last year with Penny, so hopefully there'll be a few cars and a few stands taking shape. So hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a little preview of what to expect if you're going to visit the NEC this weekend. Right, so we made it up here. We're in the sort of North 12 lorry park. I was a bit worried about getting up here because I've got a bit of a coolant week, because I may or may not have said earlier, but it's yeah, a nice drive up here actually. Car definitely needs rebushing at some point. It's a little bit skittish, not quite as planted as a ZR should be, but there she is. Nice Sprint's just pulled in. There's a Ford Zodiac over there. I think it's Zodiac. Haven't been close enough. Load of noisy, buggy things going in over there, and there's some of my compadres over there, but they've not been signed in yet. So you have to get a pass, and then you have to be signed in. But I've just spotted Jason with Black Olive right in the distance there, and I'll need him to come here because we're on the same stand. So I think the Rover Owners Club have arrived at the same time. I'm sure I can see a City Rover over there, which I've not seen before. So we'll have to have a look at that either in a minute or over the weekend at some point. But yeah, just going to chill out here for a minute. I'm not quite sure what gate I'm in, but it's a nice day. The sun is out. There's lots of nice noises, lots of nice things to look at. Quattro on a trailer over there. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Always a bit of a pain in the arse getting into the NEC, but once you're here, it's all right. But I can see the lads over there, so I'll try and wave Jason down, and we'll give you a bit of action of getting into the hall itself in a sec. Right, I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be going. We'll make an adventure of it. Just watch out from the left here, because we've got cars and trailers and stuff going everywhere, because it really is beginning to fill up. Oh, there's someone coming out. Bit of a tour around the back innards of the NEC. Right, I think we go around here. Gate 5, that's hall 17. So hopefully, I don't know if you can see it on the trailer. There's a Riley Kestrel in slightly better condition than mine. But we'll see. We'll ask this kindly gentleman. I'm guessing this is the right place because that's where all the other cars are going. Let's just drop the window. Hello mate, I'm going to hall 5. Hall 5.
Hall 5, have you got a pass?
Yeah.
There we are, that's lovely. Through the barrier, turn right.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, yeah?
Oh, this is beginning to come back to me actually from last year. Just got to really watch what you're doing around here. Hall 20, I'm guessing. It really is a big place. I mean, I have walked from the car park. The car park's quite some distance, the actual NEC itself, and it's quite a decent walk, but you can get a bus. So if you are coming on Sunday as a day visitor and you're gonna drive up here and your car park is quite remote from the NEC, there is a bus, like a shuttle bus, so don't worry if you don't fancy walking a long way, or you're a bit worried about getting lost. But it really is an impressive place. No, this isn't where we came last year. This is completely different. We were in hall 5, but we didn't come in this way, that's for sure. Right, so we'll get in and then we'll get the car parked up, and hopefully there'll be a few things to have a little look at and watch some people as they set up. That's hall 4. Right, I'm going to pause while I work out where I'm going. Right, I'm hoping this is the entrance. Well, I'm certainly going to drive in. I'm going to follow that hot rod. Excuse me. Bit of a frog in the old throaty. Apologies, this is going to be very noisy, so you might not be able to hear me that well. That's a beast and a half, isn't it? It's got a couple of jockey wheels on the back, because obviously the front lifts off, so it's obviously a fair bit of power, judging by the noise that thing's making. I think we've got to just pause here and be given a... Well, the ground's vibrating. Hello.
Alright, buddy. Oh, I can hear myself.
I know.
Jesus. Trying to have a conversation with the bloke in front of me.
Yeah.
Revving that up. Do you know where you're going, bud, yeah?
578.
Right. Do you know where it is, though?
No.
What's it come under, sir? MG or?
MGZ. ZR, ZS, ZT register.
Sure, that's to the right hand side, just here. So.
Oh, fast spotting.
Yeah, just on the right.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Thank you, mate.
Right, lights on, the hazards on. Let's have a little look. Where are you, Jake? So, you probably can't pick this up that way. It's pretty dark in here. Oh, it's Rovers, Jaguars. It's nice. There's the Rover Coupes. Obviously, did the video on the Coupes a couple of weeks ago. We'll just drive around aimlessly. That's the 200 Club. You can't see it. It's not in vision yet. And the BRMs. Oh, that's good. We're in a good spot. Seen Jake? Ah. So Jake isn't here yet. But luckily Rob Johns from MG Rover Events has got a vague idea where we are. That'll do. Right. Let's get sorted out and yeah, we'll have a bit of a wander around Hall 5. It's beginning to fill up quite a lot already. So I'm here with one of my friends, Jason. Right. So here's our stand. It is bigger than just the two cars. It goes to about there. We're just waiting for a couple of other people to show up, and then we can. Well, I'm probably going to leave car keys and then go for a wander, to be honest. So yeah, so we've got Black Olive, Biomorphic. We'll have a little wander around. Go over there in a sec. So it's beginning to fill up quite nicely. A Wolseley Hornet there. That's the Crayford. Oh, Crayford converter. So Crayford, of course, sort of converted cars. We've got Maestros and Montegos going here. We'll have a wander over the other side in a sec. That P6 is beautiful. That's really nice. This will be the stage here, so there'll be people talking. We've got the Triumph Sport 6 Club. They've got just 3 cars here at the moment. GT6, early one by the looks of it. Spitfire Mark IV and a Spitfire Mark II, is it? That's part of the MG Rover event stand. That'll be parked up in a sec. We've got the, I think I said in the previous video, Rover Coupe Owners Club, really active. Good display here. So we've got a later, probably a K-Series coupe up on axle stands and ramps. So that's probably going to get some love and attention over the weekend. Nightfire and another TT Blue, so that's good to see. And one undercover here. Don't know what's under there. We've got a bit of a well-patterned P6. It's a V8 as well. Look at that. I like that. So that's there. The BRMs are here. So it's quite nice. We've got all this rovery, MGE, the Britishy stuff together. So there's Tony's. So Tony lives fairly near me. That's his BRM. More on my BRM very soon. One of the press cars, WOM. We've got the 200 Owners Club here, I think. So again, another very active Rover group, the 200, 400 Club. Well, I've not seen that convertible before, that's all right, that is. There's Mr. Batchelor from the 200 and 400 Owners Club. Is it? Yeah. This cabriolet, I've just been told, is for sale for Macmillan. So these guys always bring a car and flog it and give the money to charity. So if you're coming over the weekend, because you'll be seeing this video tonight, come to this stand. Very, very interesting stand. Talk to John. He's a very interesting man to talk to. Ask him about the Viking and the Samurai book, which I'm still on sale here. Still to review that, but we'll do that. This is VI. It could be a VI. No. So I've got a 200 on 25 alloys, and then we're back into, this is Sam's, Sam's very bad with names. Sam's lovely British racing green. No, it's not. It's Goodwood green. Goodwood green ZR. Jacob's about to bring his MG3 in, so that's how so far all our little corners grown so far. Now this I'm very interested to come over here. Someone's cranked the music up a little bit too loud. That's good, because we've got, this is very interesting. So this is a P6, and this really shows, this is great to see. We'll obviously have a proper look at this on Sunday, but it shows how the P6 is made. So you've basically got the steel skeleton, and then all the panels, so the doors, the bonnet, everything was kind of mounted on this skeleton. So if you're buying a P6, one thing that's very important to do is to try and access as much as you can and see what the condition of this skeleton's like, because the panels might be all right because they're aluminium, but if this bit's rotten, you've got a problem. This one's obviously had some new metal, because we've got grey here and we've got black, pretty new metal there, so that's quite interesting. Got an Arbor, is that Arbor green? Got an early 25, which is nice. We've got a 200 something, maybe it's a 200. This lovely avocado, we see this car quite a lot. Avocado SD1, a white SD1, and then we've got I think this is a diesel, this one. So there's our engine, and I'm pretty sure if we go to the back of this one, it's a diesel. I know that because I followed this car up the road. Rover 800 Coupe, that's gorgeous. That is simply stunning. So we'll look forward to seeing this stand filling up. So I'm just having a little sneak preview. I'm not going to do a proper comprehensive walk round. Another P6 V8. I think did we see this one driving in just now? No, I don't think we did. That's gorgeous in that blue. That's nice. So I'll look forward to the P6 Club, so I'll look forward with interest to this area filling up. That area over there is going to be the Sporting Bears. That's where you kind of drive a car for charity. So buggies, got so mokes and stuff like that. Mini kits. So we've got some interesting stuff there. We've got another P6. It's a British car show. There's going to be a lot of MGBs and P6s there. That Granada Coupe is lovely. Look at that. Some old kind of truck. That hot rod that I followed in a minute ago. Beautiful, beautiful pale blue Rover 2000. That's gorgeous. We've got some police stuff. We've got a Dodge Charger, Ford Crown Victoria, and a Plymouth, I think. There, so we've always got some police cars. There's that Ford Corsair we saw a minute ago. Then we've got the Rover Owners Club here. So this is nice. We've got Reese's green City Rover. There he is. There's Reese. There's Jason again. There's Adam Spectre. So that's that end done. Got a very nice Capri, and then this Cavalier's rather nice, isn't it? Confusing with Calibra on the side. Obviously it's not Calibra, it's Cavalier. Ford Anglia, a couple of Ford Anglias actually. Let's have a dart down here, see how these guys are setting up. It's going to probably stay in hole 5, I think, for now. Might wander up in a moment, just have a little look. So this is the Ford Side Valve Club. So we've got van, we've got Popular, a chassis, that's a Navara. Mitsubishi GTOs, another Crown Vic. So we're getting away from the kind of roadweary stuff, although we're probably going to hit some roadweary stuff in a minute. We've got the Gay Classic car group over here. There's actually I want to have a wander over here because there's quite a rare Rover 25, probably the desirable 25. So Reliant Scimitar, I'm guessing that's not here as part of the show. Austin 1800, look at that lovely land crab. Another P6. How many P6s have we seen this morning already? P38, very, very clean Wedgwood 75. And what we got here? Little Austin of some sort. Here's this 25 GTI. So these things are rare as hen's teeth. They really are. And that one is that's extremely clean. Just looking at those seals where the underseal is, you could eat dinner off that. That's really, really clean. Dolomite Club going here. So we've got a front wheel drive over there. And then a 1850 or Sprint chassis with no engine sitting there. So maybe there's going to be some action on that over the weekend. We've got some Jowetts, the Jupiters, Javelins, all the J's. We've got a E39 BMW there, which I'm not sure if that's a sort of setup car or something else. Nice little Fiat over there. And then we've got some, for me, car porn. We've got a beige Maxi, clearly with no engine because it's sitting very, very, unless it's been overinflated maybe. So we've got a beige Maxi. We've got a beige Morris Ital. If I could get one of these, I'd be so happy. I mean, it's one of my favourite cars in a very bland browny colour. And then we've got a Marina, so the Marina, the predecessor next to it. That's looking very good. Oh no, it's not a Marina. I do this now and again. Here's a Marina. It's just something just threw me off there. That's very clean. That's very clean indeed. Freelander 2. So we're getting a bit Land Rovery now. We've got a couple of Allegros. We've got a brown 1100 Deluxe, 2-door. That's nice. We've got an Estate, a bit of patina going on, and then we've got another L322, and we're getting in some. Got a Disco 1 van, another Disco 2, I think, over the back there. And then we've got one of the R-backs here. So this is this? I forget the name. I know Josh has got one, but is this the K series one or the L series one? I think that's the K series one. So that's a very early Freelander with a BAC registration. More on this on Sunday. That thing's a beast. I heard that driving in earlier. The Vauxhall Victor with a V8 under the bonnet. Yeah. We've got some more Vauxhall products around here. We've got what we got? Motorsport in memory of Mike Stone. So some various bits and bobs there. What else? We've got some Scoobies going on over here. There's Calibras and Hillmans right down there. I'm not going to wander there because I need to go back to the stand in a minute and do a bit of setting up, I'd imagine. A load of XJ S's. Loads of them. And then an XK, XK140, I think. 140, yeah. XK140 covered in dust, so that's probably a barn find. More on that on Sunday. Another 800 there. That's gorgeous as well. Astra convertible. Some Calibras over there. So it's filling out. It's not full. So by this time tomorrow, and certainly this time Saturday, this hall will be absolutely rammed with people. So we're going to have some midgets and sprites here. There's only one little midget over here at the moment. We've got some Bond bugs Over there we've got the Epson and MGF. We've got a bit of a mixture going on over that corner there. I don't think the Fiesta's part of it. That's Morgan's. The 924 Owners Club. So the 3 of those are already here. So that's filling up their little stands. The guys just bringing the fuss. All these things you do when you do a car show, you've got to be very organised. Some larders over there. We're not going to go around everything. Oh no, Wartburgs. They're Wartburgs. And we got getting into the auto. So I think we've Hall 4's up there, and then there's part of 3. So there's a fair bit to do still. I'm just going to wander back through here. We'll take a bit of a skirt round the MG Owners Club. I think that 325i is someone's daily, but I quite like that. E46 Touring. It's rather nice. So the Alfa Romeo Owners Club. Did I follow that one up here? Might have done. That's beginning to fill up. So nice mixture going in there. Look at this. Look at that. Look at all of it actually. It's fantastic. We've got some Fords over the back. So don't worry, I'm not showing you everything. So we're going to do this on Sunday. We'll do a proper walk round with a really extended highlights package. I like that a lot. On Sunday, Fiat. We've got Fiat X19s over there. That Panda's looking very alluring. Look at that, Panda 1000. That's superb. And then we've got a few more bits and bobs around here. So we've got a Beetle. And then some Lanciers, so Beta Volume, Beta Volume X and a Beta, I think. A Shell. Oh no, it has got an engine. And we've got some interesting stuff. These are the Renault Owners Club, because I think that Megane Coupe belongs to Mark from Mark Motoring. But I cannot see if Mark's here or not. We might bump into him in a sec. Another Morgan. And there's a mini Shell about to have some work done to it. Although hopefully the man's not going to smack a massive dent in it with a hammer. That would be a hell of a shame, because that Shell looks like it's coming back together quite nicely.
It's only just had a dip.
As if it's been dipped. So you dip a shell, you strip a shell, dip it in acid. That gets rid of all the primer, paint, filler, rust. Yeah. And then you can see what you've got to weld and faff around with. But we'll come back on Sunday and see how these guys are getting on with it. But that's a classic Mini, everyone loves them. And then there's a fairly good condition Mini, and then a couple of what's that, John Cooper Works and a Cooper S. And we've got some more Minis around here. So, I know I'm not doing a walk around video, this is just a bit of a setup day vlog, but when we see Ford Transits or Capri, so we've got Capri 280s for one, so we'll definitely come back over here and have a closer look at these on Sunday. Mark 1 Transit, Mark 2 Transit. I mean, that's just superb. That really is. So the Transit Van Club. I'm just trying to see what else we've got. There's that's following me around, that car. That is definitely following me around. But yeah, it's filling up nicely. So if we get time, we'll have a quick whip up to halls 4 and 3, or 3B I think we're in. Yeah, I did have a look at the programme the other day, but I can't quite remember what's in there. But we'll sort that out in a sec. We'll have a look up there in a sec. Yeah, more cars coming in. Range Rover Classic looking very nice there. That's good. Let's let this guy manoeuvre. So the hall's still filling up. There's a lovely smell of burnt petrol in here. It's quite pleasant, I have to say. So I'm just gonna quickly shoot up. So if we can get, I don't know if we can get up there, but I'm gonna have just to give you guys a quick preview. So yeah, hall 5, you've got the sort of steps up. So this is normally, I think this is one of the bigger halls, hall 5. We're sort of getting into the tradey bit now. If we go up these stairs, And if you do come here over the weekend, do grab a guide. It's a big place, and this is not as big as the Classic Motor Show in November. But it's still fairly big. But yeah, this is hall. This is 4, I think. So it's a bit more, rather than sort of club stands, it's a bit, you've got some sort of trade. Just been past Lancaster Insurance actually, but you've got sort of barn finds. So I'm not going to go around everything now because there won't be nothing to show you on Sunday, but you've kind of got a few more club stands. You've got a barn find competition, so I won't go over there because that's always good to have a proper look around, and I'll take my time over that. I don't want to be away from the stand too long because I guess we're going to set it up in a minute. Another Mark II Transit. That's rather lovely. Some older minis, so that's, yeah, and you've got sort of Sealy stands, so trade, a few more club stands, and you've got kind of the sponsored. So you've got the barn find competition, you've got a trader village over there, so the rump of all the kind of clubs are in hall 5. So this is 4. And if you're coming for the first time, there's food everywhere, there's a Wetherspoons, there's lots and lots of bits and bobs. And then yeah, they've got half, so normally on the Classic Motor Show, they have the whole of hall 3, which is where we're walking into now. And Mercedes is lovely. But this is like the auction area, so you've got, yeah, I mean there's some high-end, this is nothing to restoration, but this is worth a wander around, but we'll do it on Sunday because you've got all the cars for sale basically, and there'll be auctions either going on here or going on shortly afterwards, and there we are. So that's the layout. If you're going to come here for the first time and you're nervous, don't worry, because you've got car parks, you can get a bus in if you're on a more remote car park. You've got the train, so there's a station that's between the NEC and Birmingham Airport, and that will get you into Birmingham city centre or down to kind of Leamington, Banbury that way pretty easily, and other places. That's the 2 I know, but you can get here by rail really easily, and so there's lots of places to chill out. There's outdoor areas. It's quite an interesting place. So we'll wander over back to our stand and wrap up the video from there. I'm just getting this Aston Martin chassis in now because I don't know if it'll be covered up with a body on Sunday when I get back here, but I do like these things when you sort of see things in their raw form. A bit of exhaust missing there. Look at that. It's a 6 litre V12 with an enormous differential. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Look at that. So let's go back to that stand as I promised. Right, back at the stand, Jason is busily buffing his weapon. So he's going to be doing a little bit of paint correction this weekend. I think Buy Morvik's probably a bit too far gone for any work here. If someone wants to come do the body work while I'm not here Friday, Saturday, then please be my guest. Yeah, so there'll be a ZS. We've got one more car to go. I thought we had another 2. We've got one more car to go in here. So we've got a ZS. Don't know the car, don't know the owner, so that'd be nice to be acquainted with them. And there we are. So if you are coming on the next few days here, enjoy. If you're coming on Sunday, I'll be on stand 578 in hall 5, so do come and say hello there. Or I'll be wandering around doing some videoing as well, and probably chatting to various folks. But for now, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, drop a comment down below, all that usual stuff. And I will see you again on very soon, actually on Sunday evening, hopefully, if I get the video edited in time, with full coverage of the NEC Practical Classics Restoration Show 2025. Goodbye.